The United States held Murat Kurnaz at Guantanamo Bay detention camp for 5 years before releasing him without charge. Mr. Kurnaz, have you ever been given an apology or an explanation by the Americans?
No. They did not, but even I don't think that they are going to apologize for anything.
You were arrested in Pakistan in 2001. Why were you there?
Here in Germany, I saw a group, it's called Jamaat Tabligh. They are helping young people who have problems with drugs, or homeless people, or who has problems at home. They are origin from Pakistan. They have around the world 80 million members. It's I think the biggest Islamic group, and they are non-political, and they are against war, of course, and they are also hated by Al-Qaeda and Taliban because they are against war. But when I went to Pakistan, I went to their school of Jamaat Tabligh. They have each year, I guess, between 30 and 40,000 students or people who was visiting that school each year. I was just one of them, and so when I was captured and turned to the Americans, I was already in a bus close to the airport, and I had already my plane ticket in my pocket. I was very close to the airport, so I couldn't understand why and what reason for. And Jamaat Tabligh, everybody knows they are not interested on the war, or they are against terrorism. So.
What were the circumstances of your arrest?
When I got arrested, they didn't tell me anything what's going on. They didn't told me that they are looking for terrorists or whatever. They said just we are going to check your passport. What I did not know at that time was they gave out a bounty of $3,000 for each person, and not under my name, but for anyone who is turned over to the Americans as a terrorist, they will receive $3,000. And $3,000 is in Pakistan a lot of money. They was not searching for me. Just when I had my first interrogation by the American government during my detention in Pakistan, they asked me if I would know where's Osama bin Laden. They was not interested on me.
Afterwards, you were transferred to Kandahar in Afghanistan. What happened there?
In Kandahar? Yeah. In Kandahar was happening all kind of things, what you can just imagine under torture. And on myself, I saw many people got killed under torture in Kandahar. So I was one of those who survived those kind of torture. On myself, they used electroshocks because I would not sign papers. I was forced to agree that I'm a member of Taliban and Al-Qaeda, and I said I'm not. Even really, I didn't know at the time what Al-Qaeda used to be. I didn't know about Al-Qaeda anything. So when they asked me about Al-Qaeda and Taliban, I said I'm not a member of them. And they brought me papers, forced me to sign. I refused, and that's why they tortured me they forced me, tried me to sign, make me sign by electroshocks. And another time they forced me by water treatment. It's called waterboarding. It's non-underwater boarding. So another time they hang me on chains. I had chains on my hands, and I was hanging on the ceiling. They was pulling me on the ceiling with a chain, and until my feet used to be over the floor. And after a few days I start to pass out, of course, because in that situation I could not eat or drink, and it was freezing cold. It was during winter time, and I had no clothes on, so I was hanging there for many days. When the interrogator came, they pulled me back down, and he asked me, are you going to sign or not? Every time when I said no, he just made like this, and they put me back up.
What happened to other detainees at Guantanamo?
I got waterboarded after I had seen a couple things. Couple people got killed in front of me. So it was not the first or second one. I had seen many people got killed, and some of them they got just kicked on his head until he died. and the other one, he was hanging on chain until he died. Many things, but when I got waterboarded, of course I was sure I can be the next one. But as a young man, when I got arrested, at that time I thought, okay, now I'm in the hand of the American government. I'm sure they have justice, and so because I had seen all the Hollywood movies they had made before, and they are always the good ones.
An FBI agent was quoted as saying Guantanamo detainees were chained hand and foot in a fetal position on the floor with no chair, food or water for 24 hours or more. Did that take place?
They did it with everyone. I think with everyone, because as soon as when we arrived there, we had to stay in a special position when we had handcuffs and shackles on, and our eyes was covered with goggles, so we had to stay in that situation for a long time, and some people passed out.
Were there any underage detainees in Guantanamo?
Yes. The youngest one was 9 years old, the second youngest was 12. And I still can't understand why they get arrested.
Do you agree with US officials who say torture works, that it makes people tell the truth?
When they tortured me, if I would be terrorist, I never would agree, because they are torturing me anyway, so what I have to lose? They are torturing me. Some people under torture told them a couple of things, but I don't know if it was the truth or lie. But many people are lying, because if they torture, they're asking special questions. So, and they can just answer yes or no, and that's why in most of the situation it's a lie.
How did the system of rewards and punishments work there?
Yes, some of us got more food, some of us less, but it was it depends which camp you are. Right. In Guantanamo are existing like 8 kind of camps, and except one, all other camps you get less food, and one camp, I myself call it Camp Hollywood, because it's made for the journalists. Just when the journalists people are coming, they can play football, maybe the first time inside 5 years, but they say this is every day the same thing. They can play football, they can play volleyball, and that's true. There are places for volleyball and basketball, and when the journalists are filming, they can play that. I have to say, I am a person who loves the animals. Okay, and in Guantanamo are many kind of animals which I have never seen in my life except on the TV. So when I got to Guantanamo, so I had seen the iguanas. I was hiding a piece of my bread because of the iguanas. They was coming. They are very smart animals. They coming all at the same time to the fence, and I was feeding them. When I got, when they saw it, the guards, I got punished by 30 days by isolation in the darkness, because I was feeding animals.
Was there a feeling that the camp was hostile to Muslims?
Of course, it was like that, because after 11 September, most Americans was they were thinking that Muslims are terrorists, but of course that's not true. Islam is there to fight against the terrorists, and not to be a terrorist.
Were you told anything about your legal status at Guantanamo?
We was not authorized to ask any kind of questions. When we asked questions, we got punishment for it, and or they said just we are asking the questions, not you. I never did know the first 3 years. I didn't know even that my family knows that I'm alive, and I even did not know that my family does know that I'm in Guantanamo. I didn't know anything. So when I got arrested, they never told me anything, and we were not authorized to watch the news. There was no any TV, of course, no newspapers, no any kind of news, and the guards who was working inside the camp, they was not authorized to talk with us. even I didn't know that I got to be shown as an innocent person by American government. I didn't know about it until I got released, or shortly before I got released. So I thought just, man, I will stay there for all my life.
Tell us about your sports career before you were arrested.
When I was 19, I was in a very good shape because I started to train martial arts since I was 7 years old. And I was doing it almost professionally. And so when I got arrested, of course, I could not train like before in my life. But even in Guantanamo, I did train martial arts by myself. Of course, I got punished every time again for it because I was training martial arts. It was forbidden. Even to do push-ups, it was forbidden. Really? Yeah, I got also punished for doing push-ups.
Murat Kurnaz, thank you for speaking with RT.